What happens when a Netflix superstar meets a real-life prince? No, it's not the plot of some holiday rom-com where a small-town girl accidentally bumps into royalty at a Christmas market. It's actually happening in real life, and Hollywood cannot stop talking about it. We're diving deep into the brand new, paparazzi-fueled, social media-approved, and royal-adjacent romance that has everybody clutching their phones and whispering, wait, is this for real? Because yes, Madelyn Cline, the queen of Outer Banks herself, has been spotted cozying up with none other than Prince Constantine-Alexios of Greece. And honestly, this feels like a fanfiction storyline that jumps straight into reality. So grab your tea because this gossip is hotter than a Malibu summer day. First, let's talk about the players in this story. Madelyn Cline, this southern beauty who skyrocketed to fame thanks to Netflix's Outer Banks, where she plays Sarah Cameron, aka half of the internet's favorite couple. Her career has been on fire. Between Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery, major brand endorsements, and becoming Gen Z's coastal queen, she's not just an actress, she's a pop culture icon. And her dating life has always been under the spotlight. From her very public relationship with her Outer Banks co-star Chase Stokes to the quieter fling that tabloids desperately tried to uncover, Madelyn's love life is a headline generator all by itself. And then we have Prince Constantine-Alexios of Greece, who, if you're wondering, wait, Greece has a prince? The answer is yes, kind of. Greece is no longer a monarchy, but that hasn't stopped Constantine from living like modern royalty. He's tall, handsome, a fixture in European high society, godson of Prince William, and apparently now the latest man to steal Madelyn's heart. He's also got the kind of Instagram feed that looks like it was curated by a luxury travel agency. Yachts, castles, exotic beaches, polo matches, you name it. Basically, he's the kind of guy that makes you ask, does he even know what a 9-to-5 shop is? Spoiler alert, he doesn't need to. Now, how did this unlikely crossover event come to be? Reports started swirling when Madelyn and Prince Constantine were spotted together in New York City. And not just spotted, they were holding hands, kissing, and looking like they just walked straight out of a Hallmark movie with a much bigger budget. Fans immediately lost their collective minds because, let's be honest, this is the kind of celebrity royalty mashup we've been craving ever since Meghan Markle married Prince Harry and turned Buckingham Palace into the world's most dramatic reality show. The photos told the story. Madelyn in her signature chic streetwear, Constantine in the kind of outfit that screams I own more blazers than you in socks, strolling through the streets like the paparazzi weren't 3 feet away copstreaking their every move. One fan on Twitter wrote, Outer Banks just turned into Princess Diaries 3 and I am here for it. Another joke, she's not the queen of OBX anymore, she's about to be the queen of Greece. And honestly, they're not wrong. The memes have been relentless and we are living for it. But hold on, because this isn't just about the pictures. Their connection apparently goes back a little further. Word on the street, or should we say word in the Hamptons, is that they've been moving in the same social circles for months. Constantine is close with a lot of New York socialites and European royals, and Madelyn, thanks to her booming career, has been invited to some of the same high-profile gatherings. Sparks reportedly flew during the summer, and since then they've been quietly seeing each other, keeping things under wraps until, well, those PDA-pocked photos blew the secret wide open. So what makes this couple so fascinating? For starters, it's the collision of two worlds. On one hand, you have Madelyn, the relatable American sweetheart who made it big through talent and hustle. On the other, you've got Constantine, who was literally born into privilege and carries the kind of royal aura that makes people suddenly want to curtsy in Trader Joe's. Together, they're basically the Netflix-approved fairy tale that Instagram's algorithm was begging for. Of course, with every hot new romance, there are questions. Is this the real deal or just a fling? Fans are already dissecting every move, every glance, every breadcrumb of information. Some say it's serious, pointing out how comfortable they looked in public. After all, celebs don't usually flaunt PDA unless they're ready to own the relationship. Others think it could be a summer romance that got a little out of hand. Then there are the conspiracy theorists suggesting it's a PR stunt because, let's face it, actress dating a prince is the kind of headline that gets global coverage overnight. And speaking of headlines, the media circus has been wild. Entertainment outlets can't stop pushing Netflix star-turned-royal girlfriend stories, and European tabloids are salivating at the idea of an American actress becoming part of the royal-adjacent set. Even British outlets have jumped on it, reminding us all that Constantine is Prince William's godson, meaning Madelyn has technically dated closer to the monarchy than most British people ever will. Imagine the dinner parties, Taylor Swift on one side, King Charles on the other, and Madelyn Cline sitting there like, yeah, I used to film treasure hunting scenes in North Carolina, and now I'm discussing royal protocol with actual kings. Talk about a career upgrade. But here's where it gets even juicier. Madelyn's ex, Chase Stokes, is inevitably being dragged into the conversation because the internet loves nothing more than a good ex comparison. Chase is happily dating Kelsa Ballerini, the country music star, and their romance has been very public, very Instagram official, and very adorable. But fans couldn't help but notice the contrast. Chase is playing concerts and going to Nashville events, while Madelyn is literally locking lips with royalty. It's like comparing your ex's new car to your new spaceship. Both great, but one of them definitely gets you to the moon. Meanwhile, social media reactions have been chaos. On TikTok, edits of Madelyn and Constantine are already racking up millions of views. Fans are using dramatic royalty music, clips of Madelyn from Outer Banks, and crown emojis everywhere. One viral video literally said Sarah Cameron went from Pogylandia to Buckingham Palace in one upgrade. The crossover jokes are endless, and people are genuinely excited to see this relationship unfold. Let's not forget about the humor factor. The internet has already turned Constantine into Prince Riz, joking that he bagged one of the hottest stars in Hollywood by simply existing. People are comparing his life to a season of Gossip Girl, and honestly, they're not wrong. This feels exactly like a Serena van der Wooden storyline. Someone even tweeted, imagine explaining to your grandma that the girl from that Netflix show about treasure hunting is now potentially a princess of Greece. 2025 is wild. Of course, the royal angle also raises questions. Greece hasn't had an official monarchy since the 1970s, but the royal family still carries prestige and social clout. If things get serious, could we see Madelyn taking on royal duties, or is this just a glamorous relationship with no official strings attached? Either way, the intrigue is there. Hollywood royalty meeting European royalty, it's the stuff of gossip dreams are made of. Now, what's next for Madelyn and Constantine? Insiders say they're just enjoying each other's company and taking things slow, but let's be real. Once the paparazzi photos are out, there's no going back to quiet dinners without public scrutiny. Every move they make will be watched, every event they attend will spark rumors, and every outfit they wear will be dissected for secret messages. If Constantine ever shows up in an Outer Banks hoodie, the internet might just break. And while some skeptics wonder if this relationship has long-term potential, others are already dreaming up the possibilities. Imagine the wedding headlines. Netflix star marries Greek prince in fairytale ceremony. Imagine the crossover guest list. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively on one side, European royals on the other, and Madelyn Cline sitting there like, yeah, I used to film treasure hunting scenes in North Carolina, and now I'm discussing royal protocol with actual kings. Talk about a career upgrade. Until then, the world is just going to keep watching, posting memes, and waiting for the next set of paparazzi photos to drop. Because, love it or hate it, this relationship has captured the public's attention in a way that few others can. It's got all the ingredients of a perfect gossip storm: fame, royalty, romance, memes, and just enough mystery to keep us guessing. So whether you're rooting for Madelyn and Constantine to be the next Meghan and Harry, or you're just here for the drama, one thing is for sure: this is a love story we'll be hearing about for a while. And hey, if it doesn't work out, at least we'll always have the memes. That's all for today's deep dive into the romance between Madelyn Cline and Prince Constantine-Alexios. What do you think? Is this true love, a royal fling, or just Hollywood doing what Hollywood does best? Either way, we'll keep you updated on every twist and turn, because in the world of Gossip Civics, nothing stays quiet for long. Don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe to Inside Hollywood for all the hottest updates straight from the heart of the entertainment world.